And here we are at the Bestkept Secret Festival. Gus and Joe, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you feeling on this beautiful Friday of the Bestkept Secret Festival?
Stupendous. Yeah.
What about you?
I'm certainly not far off stupendous. Yeah.
Because you played at the Bestkept Secret Festival in 2013, 2015. So you played there twice. Do you got any memories of the festival?
Well, I was remembering watching Future Islands play on the main stage. I think it was in 2015, and the guy finished the set and ran off the stage and jumped into the lake, which was pretty brave, I thought. Yeah, that was my big memory actually. How about you?
Obviously, Best Kept Secret is located within or next to a safari. So today and 2015, we enjoyed the safari. So I'd say that was a dear memory of mine that I hold very close to my heart.
So you also did the safari today?
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah, it was great. We saw a few giraffes. They were chewing on the, what would you call it?
They were chewing on the canopy of the Jeep we were in.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so we saw the underjaw for about 5 minutes, and then after a while it became very abstract because you couldn't see the rest of the head. And I freaked out, and you had to cradle me.
Yeah, you were crying for quite a long time.
Yes.
And here we are. Respect. Gus, the last time we talked was during the co-host you did for NPO 3FM.
Indeed.
With the great, I think we were Zooming or Teamsing, I don't know what we were doing, but it felt really, in the post-pandemic kind of time where things were slightly getting better and open up again.
Yeah.
How is it for you and with the band now? Everything is back to normal-ish again?
Yeah, everything feels very, very normal, which is amazing. I mean, kind of like, I think we did this US tour in February, March and April, a 2-month tour, and I think we were really not sure if that was going to happen or not, or what it would look like, but actually, really, it was basically a completely normal tour, and everybody was out, seeming to just enjoy life as they did pre-2020, which was a really good feeling, I mean, obviously we want everyone to be safe and we want everyone to do what they're comfortable doing, but ultimately I think, we just want stuff to go back to how it was before, because that's the only life we know, particularly as travelling musicians.
There's a kind of strong connection between the audience and the performer. Both wanted to be back again doing what they like to do. And I think it was quite overwhelming, really, seeing a united front of people, festival goers, sort of like people that want to see music, and giving that to them was actually quite profound. So I thought it was quite magical, really.
So what can we expect from tonight? You're playing a headline show on the Bestkept Secret Festival.
Well, it's 10 years. Our first album is 10 years old, An Awesome Wave.
Yeah.
So we're going to be playing a lot of songs from that, which is always really fun because, it takes us back and it takes our fans back, I think, to 10 years ago. And, memories of that first album tour, which included playing at the first ever Bestkept Secret Festival. So it feels amazing to be back as headliners. We're going to be playing lots of songs from our new album, The Dream, aren't we? We've got a good light and video show. It's a good solid 7 or 8 out of 10, I would say. And we're excited to show it to everybody.
How did you celebrate the anniversary of the 10 years of the record?
So we did a show at Brixton Academy in London where we played the whole album in full from start to finish, which felt quite strange because we've basically, for example, pretty much every single gig we've done for the last 10 years, we've played Breeze Blocks as the final song of the encore. And this gig, Breeze Blocks, was the third song of the whole show, which felt really, really weird. And I think, to be honest, we never really recovered from how weird that felt. It was not the best show of our lives. It was good, it was cool, but it just felt very, very topsy-turvy. Other than that, we were on tour in the UK when the actual anniversary passed. I think it's just been a year of just kind of feeling just grateful and present.
We're incredibly proud of that album, and I think it came at an interesting time in music. It certainly was music that a lot of people hadn't heard before, and I think it was testament to our chemistry and our musical backgrounds that we delivered a body of work that it was unique, I suppose, and it got picked up, and a lot of people decided that this was the soundtrack of their, beginning of university, end of university, sort of gap year, whatever. It became a moment in people's lives, and I think that was definitely a special album for everyone, really. those that liked the music, of course. But yeah, so it was nice to reflect on that, having 10 years go by, kind of like...
Yeah, I was about to ask you, like, is it a nice experience to have that kind of throwback feeling? Because I remember you picked a song from Wetlag on the co-host you did on the NPO 3FM, and I spoke to them and I talked about Alt J, and they were raving about the album. Like, we remember exactly what happened like 10 years ago, the moment where they, you know, exactly where they were walking down the streets. And
that's really, I mean, that's just such a privilege, you know, and to think that we're part of the consciousness of cool, you know, new artists like them is amazing. I didn't even know that they liked us or anything, so that's really nice. Yeah.
And in this new area with the new record and, you know, playing gigs back again at the festival, you guys approach festivals or this kind of gigs differently than before?
I don't think we do.
Not this time. Sometimes, you know, you think, well, it's a festival, so we might select a set list that's a bit punchier, a bit less kind of like, we might play fewer kind of quiet or long or slow songs, just because, you know, you're aware that you're kind of competing with other artists for people's attention, and you're competing with, you know, I don't know, the hamburger van and everything. You know, people are free to go and come and go as they please. Whereas at our own shows, you know, we actually lock the doors so people can't leave, so we can play anything we want. So yeah, but I mean, ultimately, I think, you know, we now have we're almost like a bit of a heritage act now in a way. You know, we're 4 albums in, you know, and so we're playing songs that people, you know, we know are kind of tried and tested festival favorites, and that's a good feeling.
My final question is going to be, since we're here at the Bestkept Secrets Festival, what's the biggest or smallest secret you're willing to reveal right now?
Well, that's funny because we talked about this earlier. I have a really bad habit of unscrewing things, you know, like lids. I unscrew the lids, but I don't screw them back. It's a really bad habit of mine. I just put them on. Yeah. So, case in point, this morning I asked to borrow Gus's Listerine mouthwash. Other mouthwashes are available.
You just put the cap back on and get it back to me. So I picked it up and put it into my toiletry bag, and then I realised that the mouthwash went everywhere. And I was like, I turned around, I was like, what did I call you? I think I called you a devil or something. I was like, you devil! You didn't screw this back on. And it's wrong because we used to live together, and honestly, every time Joe made some jam or peanut butter or Marmite on toast, you know, you just get the jam, lid would just be placed back on the jar and put it in the cupboard. So I'd go to pick up the jam from the cupboard, pick up the lid, and the jar would sort of come a bit and then fall down. And
thank you guys so much. Enjoy the show tonight.
Thank you.